Hello, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of HR Unlock with Repos Bay HR. Today, we would be doing something not so serious, just gist, right? Because not every time we see how to not do this, how to do this. This time we'll just be sharing experiences that were either awkward or cringe-worthy or just very off moments, that we have encountered, in the course of our work. And as usual, I have with me the delectable, the super necessary, African tallest woman.
Hello, is your captain 419 on 007. Hello, is your captain.
You see,
We're about to take off.
see people see you. Just see people see you. Anyways, I have a make Lechi.
Hello.
Drum rolls.
You're on board 7991.
Why? Anyways, let's go into today's gist.
Oh, today's gist. Cringe-worthy moment.
It feels like I've actually had a couple of them.
Yeah, you have,
Girl. It's not funny. It's not funny. It feels like I've had a couple of them.
But I want to ask you some of them specifically that I know about. And how did you handle them?
Like which one?
The violent ones.
Thank God it's not legalized gun in this country yet.
So there was a time that a client, I think twice. Okay, so you lost your way to a client's office, and you were late for a meeting, right? I got there, and the client was already upset, and we were trying to calm her down or something. But my dear sister Joha, her face tells a lot of stories that is not supposed to tell. She had what kind of
my face normal?
She just had what kind of face when she's upset about something. She was upset about missing her way. So it was written all over her face. When the clients were shouting, Joa was like already raising. How do you raise? I don't know how to raise.
You were not even there, so how do you know?
The story I heard that you were raising one brow like this. I did to raise brow now.
You since I did it, you do it now.
Raise your brow.
I don't know how
you were raising it that day.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, the
I was
client
falsely accused.
The client got upset. How did you handle it?
I like this.
And why did you raise your brow?
First of all, the version of the story she's saying is her version, sha. But let me just keep it short and cute.
Short and cute.
Yes,
Okay, please.
I arrived for a meeting that we did not have any time, right? So in my mind, anytime I get there, the meeting will start. Since we didn't have any time. But apparently the client was not satisfied with the fact that she got to the office before me. So she was very much upset. Yeah, maybe Kelechi is right. I probably had the...
She has done that.
Okay.
One brow is up.
I asked you for a time and you didn't give me time. So why are you so upset?
Why are you so upset?
Okay. But of course, I was saying that. I was apologizing.
But Joa was with a consultant that she's supposed to be managing, and then the client was.
Yeah, I actually even apologized.
Yeah, the client was shouting as well.
She said, "Are you a HR professional?" And I'm like, "Yes,
I'm a lawyer."
Like, I didn't even say I'm a lawyer. I just say yes. She said, "Yeah, never. Back. You will not work for my company, Abi. You will not do something for my company.
Get out.
Back. She closed her laptop.
Get out
of my office.
I don't know the type of video.
Abi. She was like, get out of my office. I closed. Immediately she said it, I closed my laptop. Because, hello, I know who God says I am. And I don't want you to stay in place that they tell me to leave. So I was ready to go. If you shout at me, I say, if you don't want to be, if you don't want to be calm and listen to anything, then I can't really.
Yeah.
I mean, if you tell me to get out, then I don't want to be there. I don't want you to stay in places that don't serve me, like, or that they don't want me there. So, because my laptop said first get out, maybe it was to kneel at her feet. I don't know what she was going to do. I think that also triggered her on. Before you know, she was hitting her table and shouting that I should get out. And I got it. So our staff, they were not trying to beg us and say, calm down and everything. When I was now on the staircase, I now told my colleague that, oh, let's go. I don't even want to be here. I'm a boss staff now. This guy.
Jesus.
Let's go and tell her that I said let's go. And even if I said let's go, I don't want to be here. You did not just use your mouth to tell me to get out of your office. So why do you still want me? And why are you upset that I said let's go? Anyway, she narrated her own version of the story to the friends slash clients that referred her and everything.
But guys, let me just add that we are now at peace with this client. We are now working for this client. We've settled everything because we are good girls.
70% sha for me. 70% for
This
me.
one does not want to.
30 is for God.
Madam.
70% for
That
me.
70 is A1, so it's okay.
30, A1 enough for me to do for us to do the work and do it
we're doing the
passionately.
work. So,
But like the 30% is
it's for God.
it's for
like
God
you
though.
said.
Uh-huh.
So we're able to settle with the client, and Joa's face needs to do a lot of work. That's Brown's reason. We need to work on it. Anyway, that's one moment I remember that you.
But I'm a very nice person. The person that she reported me to was like Joha, because of course she added salt and pepper as usual to the story. But the person that was like Joha, because I'm
Madam.
polite.
Madam.
I'm actually polite. Clients
But
use
yeah, but
vulgar
that day-
words,
But that,
you know.
day,
I mean,
that day your brow could have been worked on.
oh, I even giggled. I think I giggled when I say get out. In my head, I'm like, see, we I mean, I won't be. Go for it.
So what I meant. Who is this girl?
So
God.
you know, I giggled and of course she said that.
Yeah, so
I
what I
giggled.
took out of that.
It was hello. You cannot control how somebody reacts to how you act to them. We can't really, and I think I did my very best to keep it on lock. I never exchanged any words with the client. I will never do that. My facial expression,
Picture or look.
my facial expression,
you.
however, is only God that is in control of it. It's not me. You
So
understand?
your facial expression is work.
It's in the hand of God.
So what I got from that situation was that, of course, when two people cannot be upset at the same time, sure. Only one person can be upset at the same time. But at this particular story, two of them were upset. Just believe me when I say two of them were upset at the same time. So another story that would have been cringe worthy for you.
Oh, I don't know, Shami. I always believe that anything that you make a big deal is a big deal. If you move on with something, you don't have to hold on to it. For instance, I had a meeting and I forgot my shoes in the car and the driver went somewhere. And there's no way I can appear in that meeting with Crocs. So I was waiting for the driver to come and I don't know whether I would drag his leg. Anyway, he had to now send my shoes with the dispatch rider to the office so that I could go for my meeting. So I was late for my meeting. Right. This is another meeting that we don't also have any specific time, mind you.
That's why it's good to do meetings with time.
We had just said, from 2. Do you get? So from 2, 2:30, 2:50 something. It's still from 2 now. So I got there like 2 something. And the man, do you know what the client told me to do? I'm supposed to be at like an interview to interview somebody that he wanted to hire with other of his friends, right? You know what the man told me to do? I should sit outside his office. He should give me coffee, but I should not enter the interview.
You know when you tell people
That they are late, they should stay outside.
Stand under the sun. That was Joan's version of stand under the sun.
That was it.
They gave you stand under the sun.
He told me to sit outside. They said, let me give you coffee or anything. But this meeting has already started without you. And I don't want you to come back. Can you imagine me that brokered the meeting? And I'm just like, wow. In my head, I'm like, okay, ma, we'll go punish you.
Yeah, you do this one.
Because that's the driver that drove me with my shoe.
You should have gone for that shoe. You should have gone for that meeting with your Crocs.
You know, you'll have saved me. I'll have been, the embarrassment of wearing Crocs is better than that
The embarrassment of sitting outside.
Then later, he now called me. He now introduced me to everybody in the meeting. He now said she's serving punishment, so she can't join us. Can you go back? Have you seen that kind of thing before?
You have set punishment. So you have set punishment like this on your job.
If you don't know, you think this, I'm not be anything. I'm many people's employee. I'm not any organ of anybody. When I go to the office, all I could just do was shout for my colleagues. I want them. Even though they're not really at fault.
But you don't know what you're warning them for.
I was just warning them that.
As you don't feel warn the client now.
No, now you go need to transfer the aggression.
Transfer the aggression to the next person.
I just want them that,
understand.
you guys, this is why you should never, I was teaching them to like, this is why you should never go late. And this kind of things I take for you people. If you had gone there,
Yeah. So you serve punishment.
Yes, I did.
That's
What's the lesson you learned from that? Communicate. I'm running late.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I would have come by should we actually fix a time?
Fix a time and
Insist on
stick
the time.
with the time.
These two stories had a lot to do with not
Fixing
getting
a
a particular
definite time for the
yes.
meeting. Yeah,
So it's very important.
So my one cringe-worthy moment is, in fact, the two cringe-worthy moments happened with one client. So this client, she's like, oh, Madam Perspire to Perspire, women empowerment kind of woman. So when this person employed us, she was just like, oh, because we do like, we're on retainer. She was like, oh, when she was introducing me one time to some people, she was just like, this is my HR girl.
Imagine.
No,
imagine the compatibility.
CEO, your HR girl.
My own boss is somebody HR girl.
She was just like, oh, this is my HR girl.
This is nothing but a magic.
I was like, wow, I'm a HR girl. Okay. I was like,
but how did you brand yourself HR girl? I mean,
yeah,
it's
maybe,
been nice.
maybe it's a good name. Anyway, that's what she called me. Okay, Madam Perspire to Perspire. Okay, I'm a HR girl.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. As far as you're paying my bill,
Do you understand?
who am
Call me
I?
HR boy. You can even call me HR boy. If you
You
pay
can
me
even
money.
call me HR baby. I'll collect it. Why they're paying my bill? Then that same person, she was not like asking. This was later after the engagement, or during the engagement. She was not asking me that. Oh, this is somebody that maybe will be in the same age bracket. She wanted to now do like she was mentoring me. Next thing, she sent me SHRM link and SHRM exam.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh, take this exam. I was like, hello, ma. I'm certified by the Society of Human Resource Management. I was like, but CEOs like you also take the exam. Would you like to take it? I can coach you.
Because why are you sending me the
passed
link
it in one
of exam
sitting.
I've written?
I was like, I passed it in one sitting, and CEOs like you also take the exams. I can coach you as well.
Wait,
They're like, oh, okay, you've done the exam. I'm just saying,
but that happens
like,
a lot too.
what kind of assumption do you have?
Like day before yesterday, midnight, my client sent me a video from Instagram of some lady talking about essential things that
templates or what?
essential things that your employees should have, essential documents that they must sign. And she was talking about offer letter. She said offer letter. She said employment contract. She
all
said
these people that do all these HR things online, they are the first issue. They are the first problem. Some of these people are not certified by anybody, but they just want to make noise.
The man sent it to me. I watched it. Offer letter, employment contract, non-disclosure, non-solicitor. That they should sign all those things. And I said,
all those things are contained in your offer letter.
Thank you. That's what I told him. And I said, okay, thank you, sir. The letters have this clause, that clause, this clause. I mean, all the clauses that you're saying, things that your employees should sign. Like,
it just use those ones as their marketing.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Giving people distinct documents doesn't work for the different levels, for all the levels of employment. And this one
these are cringe.
Somebody that asked
these
Taylor,
are also cringe.
He said I should tell his Taylor to sign. This one.
Like, these are cringe-worthy things on Instagram about human resources.
True,
because you're wondering like, okay, who trained you, and I noticed that it's the empty barriers that make the loudest noise because they don't even have any background, no certification, nothing.
Just like somebody that was working with us.
So maybe
I was giving advice. She was actually our
junior consultant intern.
She was the least performing person in the company.
Yeah.
But she had a page on Instagram
where she was giving advice.
Give people advice. Advice that maybe we
she was training. She was one of the worst performers. So anything she hears in the office, she will now come on her Instagram and be giving people advice like, oh, this is my idea of blah, blah,
But she also had her own company, her own consulting company, mind you. And I'm just like, I'm sorry for people that patronize you.
She was also posting her clients' jobs on her consulting company as if it was hers. So let's say it as it is.
Please, so that's the importance of a non-compete clause. Right.
Anyway, but sometimes to enforce non-competes in this part of the world,
to enforce anything as an employer in this part of the world is
quite a daunting task.
Yes.
But yes,
Yes.
if you want to, you can enforce. But sometimes it's not worth the stress
Time that
and
you expend on it and
exactly.
everything. But yeah.
Yes.
I wish people were decent. We wouldn't be thinking of, hey, how do you as an employer have to enforce this and that? Just be decent. Give notice. I was talking to tailors first of all. Tailors, they are a special breed of human being. It's not about the one that are delaying your work. We're gonna see the wickedness that they are doing in
To their
normal fashion houses.
to their own bosses. So your own is even
They put their
small.
mouth tell us that man, they don't used to owe tailor money. That's because I was trying to enforce coming early. They don't used to owe tailor money. You can't trust us with our money. We just used to pack our, you can't tell us that we should not pack our bag and be going. We just used to go. Man, tailor just used to, that's how we
Tailors are
work.
tailors,
I was
man.
just like, can we tell ourselves the truth? As decent people, whether you know that you're going to, get another job so easily or not, it is just proper to give notice.
And be decent about
You
your
know,
notice.
imagine if your
Some will
employer
give
also
notice
just flung you
and
out without telling you anything. You
some
don't
will give
like
notice
that.
and they will not even honor the notice. So they'll give you notice and they will not start coming late from that day.
They'll give you notice and be crossing leg for the notice to expire. You will not do anything.
Sometimes I don't even mind if you don't give me notice. Just please don't give me a headache.
Well, if you don't give notice, please hand over, sha.
Just write your hand over.
And that's what I was trying to explain to them, that just leaving puts a lot of things, scatters a lot of things.
Yeah.
As even as a tailor, so I can tell the madam that, oh, I've done this pink dress, I've done this one, up to button stage, up to this one. Let somebody else see. But the tailors swear that that's how they work. They just do jaga jaga.
Tailors, drivers, all of this kind of
Just add any extra
professions.
50, any extra 5K. I almost said 50, any extra
They'll
5K,
go to the next
2K,
person.
they're gone.
So another cringe worthy moment was something that recently happened.
What was that?
So a client tried to poach our employee, and the employee now had all the screenshots that the client was communicating with her about moving to her own business. So having to have that discussion with that client was like, why did you do that, madam? And we have a term.
Tell you someone
in
that you respect.
Yeah, you respect the person. We have
Service
something
of
in our term.
engagement,
Yeah,
yeah.
the service of engagement. We have something where we said, oh, you're not allowed to poach the consultants working for you and all of that. But this one was a serious conversation. I guess what the client's response, that she will sue us.
Because we wrote her an email saying that we're terminating our engagement with you based off of this. And she says she has copied a lawyer, that is defamation of character. And what. That is the only issue. She don't like us, but
So
she like
I think
our stuff.
a lot
She doesn't like people, but she likes the person working with her.
a lot of a lot of business owners should not dish out what they can't take to
That's
another
just it.
business.
Yeah.
It's actually very, 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 very discouraging.
And if you see how this woman
when you
protects,
when you see how a supposed business owner wants to treat another business, it's like, my God, where do you start from in educating this
she
person?
actually really protects her own business. Like, she doesn't want her staff having vendors number or giving vendors. She stops her,
because she has all those trust issues because she knows who she is now.
exactly. Like, it just finally started to make sense to me that, oh, that's why she's so keen on, oh, why do you talk to that person? Those the person in my competitor. You don't talk to this, anybody that's selling anything, around or doing anything around that is similar to her business. She's always
So
on the
the
edge.
bottom line of this is that as business owners, let's just be respectful.
Yeah, mutual respect.
Especially when you have a contract with the next person. Don't try and be shady and all of that. You don't need my staff for anything because we all know that you're going to frustrate her.
Does my staff
That's
even
by
like
the way.
you?
Does my staff want to work with you? I don't think so.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so also pays for you to have a loyal employee, right? Not some employees who jump to the. We've had an employee that left us and went to work with a company that we were servicing earlier. She went to go and work with the person. We already terminated our contract with the person. The person had already terminated our contract. Also, the employee also resigned as the contract was terminating, and so she was able to.
Yeah, they actually planned it well.
So she was able to jump ship, and
That one had a fixed time, right?
Yeah.
So the time elapsed at the time the girl resigned. Everything was just in sync. They thought they were wise.
There's smart about that one, but yeah. So that one is even a little. It's not decent, but it's even better.
It's not the same because it's in your in that employees in a contract that she should not have any business with our clients for 6 months after you know.
Yeah, but
But
to enforce anything.
people don't honor. First of all, it's not, let's even leave enforcement. Why do people not even honor agreements? Why are we
Oh yeah, that's another
indecent
thing.
people? Before we start to go to enforcement, we
Integrity,
don't have
disloyalty.
Before we start to go
Yeah.
to enforcement, how do we enforce this?
Some things are not necessarily a crime, but they're not moral.
Yes, they're unethical.
They're unethical. So it's not like necessary. It's not like you did something that you should go to jail for, go to court for. But it just really just shows that your level of decency is like rock bottom.
And the thing that they're only seeing is what they'll say, oh, I don't steal, I don't, all those
But
things.
being a decent human being, it's cringy when you have people people do that kind of thing to you, because you don't know how to either. It's not because it's not really a crime, because the person is looking out for themselves. They're looking out for their own interest. So it's not really. You don't want to address it to say, okay, I don't like as you are looking out for yourself. Yes, I wish you were. I want you to look out for yourself, but at whose expense are you?
There's
going
even
to
a
do
place
that?
of transparency and communication. Hello ma, I think that I don't want to work with a consulting anymore.
Yeah, I want to work with this.
I want to work with this in this industry, and somebody has offered me this.
No,
and I know,
yeah, she can even say the person who offered her. Like, I'm sure.
yeah, and I know that his engagement is ending at this time.
I will not even have
Is this something that we can do? Can I do it? I would like to explore. Maybe working on his account has made me to see that I like this industry.
Yeah, true.
And you get your best, but just doing. Oh, and now resigning without even. I think what paid me the most that the person resigning without notice.
Just because you can jump that ship
quickly. Start
quickly
with the new employer. So.
Yeah, so you have them loyal and you have them disloyal. So that's life. No love lost.
Yeah, but please encourage, if you see someone that is loyal on your team, try and encourage them.
Yes.
Even if it's just like
a thank you,
a recognition, public recognition for everybody to know that this person is loyal. Even if it's just lunch, even if anything, try and just appreciate, because those people are not. Right? We are living in a world where people being decent is a shock. So
people will even call you Mumu for being decent.
Do you understand?
You don't get sense.
So we need to reward,
it's true,
people that are just decent, so that we can encourage that kind of attitude.
Attitude is very important. Another cringe-worthy moment in my journey would be when I went to pitch to an investor. And I told him our valuation, and the next thing he said is, "Are you high or something?"
Oh my god!
What did I do? I just laughed. I actually laughed,
but the money was big. So don't worry, sir. Let's go.
Go ahead, sir. Let's continue talking, please. I was just like, okay. Just say,
I'm not in Jesus' name.
Immediately said, he's basically said, "See this one. Are you high?" Immediately said, "See this one. Are you high?" I just laughed. I was just like, okay, sir, let me show you what our solution can do.
Moving on. I just like, I didn't hear you because I need your money. So, it's water under the bridge, sir. Don't worry. Bring your cash.
The guy was just like, no, don't move on. Let me just tell you, I can only offer you so amount for social equity. I can't offer you more than that. I just said, okay, sir, but let me just show you. And I said, don't worry, I've decided. I said, okay,
anyway,
sir, thank you for the offer.
God, that didn't work out. Praise
yes,
to God.
Yes.
God had better plans.
God had better plans, actually.
As business owner, you need to listen to God and ask God for His plan and His will for you.
Because
he's a master planner and He knows what He's doing.
That person entered serious yawa. I have to use yawa. Yawa means in English, it means problem. Problem upon problem. That person entered problem. And if I was tied to that investor, my business would have gone under as well. So yeah.
So thank God. All things work together for good.
And the guy was dragged on social media recently. He was dragged like Tiger J, like another one.
And but the guy was really dragged. On a serious note, we actually
should do a podcast on him.
We're actually losing patience, and we almost took his offer.
Oh yeah, we actually
but
almost took that offer.
That podcast, we need to do a whole
podcast on that journey. Yeah, we need to do a whole podcast on that journey. The story is very long, but yeah, we're happy that even if he embarrassed me in that pitch and it didn't work out,
it was for
fine.
good.
Actually,
Yes, for
worked for
good.
worked for. Let me give you a story of another pitch I pitched one time, and my research told me you need to breathe. He said your heart has stopped beating.
Oh, she told me I laughed so
Because
much.
I was just going
Holding
on.
her, she was holding her breath.
Guess what? I started coughing. After that, after I saw that thing, I just realized actually I was so breathing. Then I started coughing. They said, do you want water? Calm down. Yeah.
But thank God we got that one.
Yeah, we got the grants
We
for
got
that
the-
one.
we got the
Pitch
grant.
went well, but I wish I did. I did almost pass out.
Poor breathe. Let the brother really let the poor breathe.
Let the poor breathe.
Yeah.
Let this business breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. Thank God I didn't pass out as I was pitching. But yeah, that coughing, everybody just had to say, calm down, calm down.
Anyways.
Yeah, but I still did the pitch in 3 minutes. I still covered everything in 3
Oh, we rehearsed a lot. It has to happen.
Oh yeah, rehearsing works. So thank God. Yeah, so those are our
Thank you. I think we should
cringe and semi-cringe moments.
I'm very annoying. I told you that it's not
And violence.
Violence. Yes. We'll do an episode rather on pitching and our experience with all the
with funding.
Yeah, raising funds. I think it will be an interesting episode.
Yeah, it will.
Maybe I can give us some. I can come prepared and give us some legal things to look out for in when you're preparing that investment agreement.
I agree.
All right, thank you guys for joining us on this
Thank
exciting
you.
episode.
Thank you so much.
See you next time. We remain your HR girl.
Don't call me your HR girl, please. Don't give me PTSD with that name.
I am sorry. We remain Repose Bay. You can reach out to us at www.reposebay.com and Ready Job Seeker at www.readyjobseeker.co.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.